Welcome back to Chrono Trigger. We're actually getting more than one part done at a time this time.
So wait,
anyway,
what was that thing with the you got whacked because you're weak? That just...
Oh, that's Woolsey translation for, you died because you were a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but Magus, what?
Magus is still a prick.
I know, but I wouldn't think a man of his character would be saying you got whacked because you're weak.
That's called...
I get it, Woolsey translation, but even so, he at least had some level of consistency in his translations.
Just imagine Vegeta saying that to Goku, like, Kakarot, you got whacked because you're a fucking idiot.
No, just imagining Vegeta saying, Holy Cosmos, that's one whopper of a dragon. That's early Funimation translation right there.
True.
That was painful, even by my standards when I was younger. I'm like, why?
Ocean Dub had cringier lines than that.
Yeah, but their Vegeta's voice was fucking awesome.
I do miss him.
Yeah.
I mean, he went on to voice Sonic for a while.
Well, he got somewhere at least.
He doesn't sound anything like Vegeta when he's Sonic, but Brian Drummond, he went on to be Sonic for two games? Was it both Sonic Adventure 1 and 2?
Was it just those ones? I thought he voiced them for a little while, or I think they did replace him in Heroes.
Yeah. Brian Drummond was around for the beginning of the Dreamcast era, and then he kind of left.
But still, that just goes to show you he at least has some range. If like his Sonic,
he definitely has range.
If his Sonic sounds nothing like his Vegeta,
I love his Vegeta. I'm never gonna. You'll never hear me say that he's like. I love Sabat's Vegeta as well, but there's something about Brian Drummond's Vegeta that I just love that version of Vegeta. I can't watch Sabat dub Vegeta in the Saiyan and Namek saga because it doesn't sound right to me. Well, at least up until when they officially replace him.
Yeah. It's a little awkward transition with that one, honestly.
He sounds
because I think Sabat was trying to somewhat emulate Drummond's Vegeta in the beginning, but then he started making his own identity with it.
To be fair, they all kind of were trying to copy the Ocean dub.
Yeah,
at first, because the casting director said, let's just try and emulate these voices as best as possible.
So at least sounds consistent for the most part.
It wasn't until the Android saga where they just said, okay, let's change it up a bit.
All right, just voice whatever, sound more mature.
Actually sound better. Especially Gohan.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, this is basically a retread of the last time we went through Magus's castle, except this time Ozzie's taken over. And if you have Magus on your team, for one, Ozzie's just like, hey, look at it, and then he sees Magus on your team, and he's like, oh fuck, run away. But if you have Magus on your team, Flea and Slasher's like, oh, it's Magus. You're back after, ditching us, you bastard.
Right.
Guess I'm going to have to kill you now.
He's like, you broke my heart. And Flea,
this is also the point where... This is also the point where you can tell that they were clearly supposed to add a different boss theme because it's just a regular enemy battle for these fights.
Or at the very least, until you get to the very end, and even then, it's the better boss theme.
No, they have that one unused boss theme that they do bring back in the DS version that they clearly were supposed to put in this version right here, but oh well.
Nothing but common themes. It's my fucking castle.
It's like, hey, but we ran it for the century that you've been gone. Actually, you got a question. How long technically is it for them when they came back here? For all we know, we only came back a week after we beat up Magus the first time.
Maybe it's been at least a month, and I like how just oh, okay.
It has to have at least been a month, because otherwise he wouldn't have been freaking out that he came back.
Oh, he's in a pickle!
out of here. Like,
Pickle Ozzie! What?
I'm Pickle Rick! God damn it.
I still have to watch season... Actually, I still have to watch season 2 of Rick and Morty. I've saw the first season already, and I enjoyed it. But I just haven't had a chance to watch season 2. And then I think I'm going to buy... I think I'm going to buy season 3 on Amazon.
Listen to me, Slash. You gotta get rid of this guy for me. Just do it.
I think this year I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna dress up on Halloween as Rick. I mean,
why Rick? Why not Morty?
That's because I can actually do a Rick impression.
And you can actually get the belching right because you can get yourself drunk.
Yeah, I actually belch every once in a while, so it's pretty fucking hilarious. Like, and even I showed my friends on my birthday. Like, I was like, man, I remember like one time I got drunk as shit and recorded Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And then we were watching it every time. Like every once in a while, I'd burp, and then like one of my friends was like, "Oh man, you sound just like Rick." I'm like, I really do.
Anyway, the refights with Flash and Slee.
Flash and
Slash and Flash.
I'm supposed to be the drunk one.
Slash and Flea are exactly the same as the first time. They have the exact same health, which is why I can kill them in one hit.
And yeah, this whole freaking section is just a fucking joke until you get to like the very end, and even then,
yeah. And then this is how you go like, hey, did you get Magus? Because if not, you just have these 3 pieces of equipment that nobody can use. This is the game going, did you get Magus? No? Well, then play through the game again. Also, do not go for that chest.
Don't you want that treasure box? Probably filled with goodies.
Do it. It was like...
Idiot.
Ozzie, you know you could stop turning that.
Right? It's like, oh god, he was my friend. He was my best friend.
You could also, instead of doing this, could, turn the crank one more time and lower the guillotine again, and then I can't get the treasure chest? No? Just gonna disappear like a dumbass? Give me that full ether.
Jesus.
This is also why you want to have Ayla in your party. Because now, Flea Vest and Slasher 2.
These unique.
Now they have...
Oh my god.
Yeah, they each now have special equipment. This is the censored version. In the uncensored version, the Flea Vest is the Flea Bra.
See, now they're actually a legitimate challenge, somewhat.
Sort of, and the only reason for that, well, you can cast Boogie, and if you're lucky, it'll cast Stop. What happens though is they have their own triple tech. This is obnoxious because they counterattack with this all the time.
Sounds about right.
I got unlucky. Boogie is supposed to cast Stop.
Well,
on all of them. It's got a low chance of doing it, but it's supposed to. And since it didn't, now they're going to get it to do this shit.
Like
where they use their triple tech, and then they counterattack every time you hit them.
So, wait, are these guys not immune to the stop effect?
No, it works. I've seen it work before. I just got really unlucky.
Well, and then like you said, it's also a low chance.
It is. That's why I said I just got unlucky.
It's like, okay, it's like you just cut your paycheck in half.
It's like, what? What paycheck? You never gave us anything.
Don't backsass me, boy.
Anyway, I'm going to try and do it again. Because I think like this is my third attempt at trying to do this. Because that's the other problem. Here's the other thing, too. If you take too long to fight these guys, they will run away. Which is why I'm trying to cast Stop on them. They do always counterattack with Delta Force anytime you attack all of them at once. So this you cannot avoid. You just have to hope that you stopped them. Yay, I got Flea. That's good enough.
Steal his bra.
But they still cast...
Yeah,
they still cast this every time, and it's really annoying.
You definitely want to get
That's why
Slasher 2.
Yes. You get the Slasher 2, you can get the Flea Vest, and you can get the Ozzie Pants. The Ozzie Pants are the worst of the three.
Isn't it like... Wait, I think I remember... Wasn't there an item that gives you, like, double experience, but it gives you, like, every status ailment in the game? Or actually, I might be thinking of Tales of Symphonia.
I think you're thinking of Symphonia.
And
no, what happens with the Ozzie Pants is it gives you, like, really good physical attack, but you're always confused.
Oh, right, that's what it was.
So you'd have to cure confusion every battle, which is really annoying.
I like how just after you steal it, like, his freaking Slasher 2, it's just like, okay, you're irrelevant now. You just
I got all three. I got all three items. Now I just don't care.
Yeah.
They can run away if they want. It sucks if they run away because you miss out on decent experience and tech points. But, fuck it. At this point, just feel like somebody has to die.
Especially Slash, because fuck Slash in particular.
Ow. It's like, as long as Ayla's okay, because that would have killed her. There we go, now I'm fine.
But still, it is, like, if you thought, like, this battle was going to be a joke like the two you did before it, then it's like, this kind of catches you off guard. You're like, oh shit, they're actually kicking ass.
A little bit. It's mostly because they always counterattack, so...
That's the only thing they got going for them in terms of difficulty.
Well, it's the fact that they can get 3 attacks in a row if you're unlucky.
Yeah.
Other than that, they fight exactly the same way as the last time you fought them. There's triple kick.
Essentially, her version of Confuse only hits 3 times.
It also does, like, over 1,500 damage. So it's basically the best single tech in the game.
Well, I would say it's right behind Chrono's Confuse, because with that one, that hits 4 times in a, like, back-to-back.
True, but I don't think it hits as hard. I think it hits like 300 at a time, whereas triple kick does 400 to 500 for each hit.
Yeah, but if you add that up, like, was 300, like 1,200, and then if, like, it's 400 to 500, that's like 12 to 1,500. So it might do about as good as Confuse, or if not, a little better.
Yeah, but as you can see, since I didn't finish off Flea fast enough, he ran away. So I'm missing out on a little bit of extra experience. Oh well.
Not like
everyone
you need
has
it.
their... The only one that really needs it now is
Magus, yeah.
just so he can learn Dark Matter, but he'll learn Dark Matter soon enough.
Still, he's already kicking ass with the one shadow tech he has right now.
That's why I didn't win this fight fast enough. If you come into this fight with Dark Matter already,
You won.
then yeah, you can just spam Dark Matter until they die.
Since it hits all of them at the same fucking time, it's just like, boo!
With this setup, I could have just had Robo use Shock and Magus use Dark Matter, and all 3 of them would have died in like 3 turns.
And I'm trying to remember, you wouldn't be able to get like the triple tech items that would let Magus do triple techs by this point, would you?
I don't think so. I have like one of the 2 rocks, but you'd have to. I think Dark Eternal uses Marl and Luca with Magus. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only downside, like, don't you have to equip the rock on Magus in order to even use any of the triple techs?
Yes, you do.
Which means you can only have access to 1 triple tech at a time.
Yeah. Technically, I think Omega Flare is technically stronger than Dark Matter, but not by much.
Well, you didn't want to put the bra on Isla?
No.
Okay.
because the Charm Bra is better. How do you think I got all 3 of those in the first place?
Hey, what stupid shit are you going to pull off right now,
Okay,
Ozzie?
Ozzie. What do you... I love that. It's like, oh, poor you. By the way, Death's coming for you, motherfucker.
Oh, right. I remember this.
We're doing this again. It's doing the exact same thing again.
Only this is more like the absolutely safe capsule.
Kind of, except he's not stupid. Because this time he's just like, ha, I'm not falling for that shit again. I love how Magus is the only one that doesn't have an expression. He's just like,
He's like, whatever.
It's like, you just imagine he just kind of crosses his arms and be like, fuck it. I can fly.
I just like how he just dropped you off in the exact, like, the room.
Like
right.
one floor, the room, but right below. He's like, oh, probably should have seen that coming.
It's like, alright, let's do this again. Back into the absolutely safe capsule I go. And sort of. I don't know.
Wait. Kitty.
It was that one, you dumbasses.
Bye, Pilaf, you're dead.
Yeah, this was essentially the Pilaf saga in a nutshell. They were only really threatening and, like, at the very end, and even then, afterwards, they became a joke, like, again, like always.
So that's Ozzie Flea and Slash. Unless you're playing Chrono Cross, you will never see them again.
Good. I mean, they were threatening when you were going through Magus' castle at first, but now they just became a fucking joke.
So technically, the only one that died was Ozzie because
Flea ran off like a bitch.
Flea ran away. Okay, Slash died too.
I mean, if that fall didn't kill him.
Oh, he was pretty dead.
Well, I mean, we survived the fall. I'm surprised he didn't just show up in the room just before. He's like, nah, I'm still alive.
Maybe he is just down there. He's just unconscious right now.
Yeah, let's just keep him that way.
So anyway, what we get out of that is all of Magus' ultimate equipment.
Well, at the very least, I can't really say if that is his ultimate equipment.
It's the best weapon he's going to get in the game.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing the DS version.
I can't even remember, honestly.
Because the DS version has a second set of bonus stuff you can do. You can do all the stuff that was in the Super Nintendo version, but they added an extra one. Also, now that Ozzie's gone, this entire town is no longer worshipping Ozzie.
Which means they're actually pretty damn... so now they're not overcharging you for weapons and armor and shit.
Yeah. And you get the happy music, too.
I mean, all this stuff would have been nice a few areas ago, but it's at the same time, nah.
Yeah, it's worth it. You can get shelters for less than half the price of anywhere else.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, you don't even need that many shelters.
No, but it basically what it basically means is this is the best shop in the game now because you can just buy all the really good healing items for half price. God, I love this music. I don't know why. It's just so catchy. Or maybe it's just reminding me that I have to go fight Specchio still. Fuck that
Long
asshole.
time no see. What's up?
Can I use your closet? Yeah, sure, why not?
You can trap yourself in my closet any day.
No one ever opens that closet, so no one else in this time knows there's a gate inside that closet anyway. I want to imagine that imp opens it one day and they're like, holy shit! What is this?
Now I'm just imagining that one gif of like Eddie Murphy like opening a door and then he's just looking around. I think it was from that movie Daddy Daycare where like he opens the door, he's just looking around in the bathroom because a kid just used it. And he's just like, oh, he's just like all disgusted at what he's looking at.
I'm just glad you didn't say Pluto Nash. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. God, that movie was a train wreck.
Honestly, I don't really know what to think of Eddie Murphy movies anymore. I mean, some of the good ones, like his early ones, are fucking good.
Oh yeah, now that Ozzie's gone, there's no statue. They're not worshiping Ozzie or Magus anymore.
Yeah, Magus wasn't really in it for the attention anyway.
I don't know. He seemed to like having his own castle.
Yeah, but he's not the. He doesn't seem to be the type of guy that'll go out of his ways like worship me.
Oh yeah, and now Ozzie the Eighth isn't a dick. Now he's just a coward that works for this guy.
So yes, sir, please, yes, and thank you.
Oh jeez, man, I don't know what I'm supposed.
Oh gee, Magus.
Oh jeez, Lord. Oh jeez, Lord Magister. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Okay.
We're taking this
Listen
Rick
here,
and
Ozzie.
Morty.
Listen here, Ozzie. I told you
Magus
once,
and
I'll tell you
Ozzie.
1,000. Magus is Rick. Magus is Rick. I can't see it. He has to be Vegeta. He has to be Vegeta. He can't be anyone else. It doesn't work. He's not Rick.
I don't even know anymore, man. I could kind of see Magus becoming Rick. I mean,
No.
I mean, he's too serious. At the same time, like, he seems to be the most likely person in the entire group to just resort to alcoholism because he's just like, okay, fuck everything.
That would be after we kill Lavos. Because he has no purpose anymore.
Well, doesn't he have purpose in Chrono Cross?
Kind of. That plot thread never really went anywhere because they kind of dropped it.
Yeah.
There's a character in Chrono Cross named Guile that's supposed to have been Magus, and he looks a lot like Magus, but that plot never actually went anywhere.
Yeah, I suppose.
They tried. Really, the only thing is, like, towards the end of the game, is like, hey, Lavos is back. And we basically made Chrono Trigger never happen.
Yeah.
Not because they didn't like Chrono Trigger, it's like, due to events of the game, you somehow managed to make the events of Chrono Trigger never happen, which ends up reviving Lavos. To the point where Chrono, Marl, and Luca actually come and yell at you for it.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like, dude, you realize how much work we did? You just made all of our work meaningless. Go kill Lavos for us again.
God damn it.
Fucked it all up. Anyway, now we're going to go to Robo's side quest, which can also be the game's best grinding spot, if you haven't gotten everybody's text yet.
I can't remember why off the top of my head, but then again, I think that's also the alcohol messing things up. Now I'm starting to feel it.
How many parts have we gone where you aren't... Okay. What's an easier question? How many parts have we done with you being drunk, or how many parts have we done where you weren't drunk?
The easier one would be how many parts did I go while drunk? I definitely haven't been drinking. I can't remember.
No, I get... Well, I mean, you did recently just turn 29, so...
27.
27. Oh, wait, that was me. That was 29. Never mind.
I'll be there in 3 years. 30.
Hey, I don't feel any different, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't worry about it. The rest of my family does. When they grow a year old, it's like, ah, shit. And me, I'm like, all right.
I don't know. Maybe I just desensitized myself to it.
I never really
Because
saw age as a problem, but at the same time, I'm not the kind of guy who's all like, oh, she's only like 18 and I'm 30-something or other. Oh, age isn't just a number. I'm like, there's kind of a line. Sort of.
I don't know. I think it's because I have an older brother who's 3.5 years older than me, so,
Yeah.
That and I have a twin sister who's the same age as me, so it kind of balances itself out.
I still feel like I'm in my early 20s, honestly.
I do too. I don't... From 29 to 30, like, you'd think, like, from what people say, like, saying that turning 30 is a big deal, like, turning 30 doesn't really feel that much different from 29.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, it's the numbers that kind of get you. It's a mind thing, but at the same time...
25 to 30 is a big jump, but 29 to 30, not so much.
Yeah, it's a gradual thing. I mean, when you think back, you're just like, oh, Jesus, 5 years ago I was 25, and then it's like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
It's getting to me now.
I know. Anyways, what Once you turn on this computer, we're kind of stuck in this. So this is Robo's actual side quest. If you came back here, the supercomputer calling you Prometheus, which is calling Robo Prometheus, which is weird, because he never said his name was Prometheus before.
Well, I mean, when we woke him up, it does kind of make sense. I mean, like, he didn't really remember exactly what to do. I mean, his original purpose was to destroy humans, and then, like, he was appalled by that, remember?
True. He also only remembered his serial number.
Yep.
Anyway, what I was talking about, this is the grinding spot I was telling you about. It doesn't seem like it's a grinding spot right now, but when we get to the end of this conveyor belt, even though there's not much time left in this video, I will explain why this is the best grinding spot in the game. First of all, these guys are really easy. Look at all those tech. You get 16 tech points from them. That's a lot of tech points. And look at all the double and triple techs I learned. Shock, super volt, and whatever the triple tech was. I didn't catch it at the last second.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of those times where you get multiple battles in a row. And you have to fight them. You can't, well, I think you can run away, but it doesn't really, it's not a, you really shouldn't. Especially considering you can just nuke all these guys with Luminaire.
Works for me.
Good thing that's not really a spirit bomb, otherwise it wouldn't work in this world. Everyone's dead.
Also, it didn't seem you got any tech points with that one.
Well,
I think you may have already gotten all of Robo's techs now.
I did, because I think he learned shock in the first.
And if I remember correctly, you also got Luca's final tech at the very... Oh, yeah, flare. There
Yeah, she has flare.
Oh, yeah. Just blow everything
Like, I'm going to show off flare, and then I realized, wait.
I just used Luminaire.
It was like, wait, I think Luminaire's going to kill them all. Damn.
Oh, well.
So basically, you can one-shot them with Luminaire, flare, or shock. Whichever one you feel like using.
Whatever nukes the screen, it'll do.
You got more guys here.
And you're most likely just going to do it with Luminaire, because Chrono is the fastest member in the fastest party member.
I think I decided against that, so I'm like, wait, I haven't shown off flare yet. So this is flare. Doesn't look nearly as flashy as I thought it would.
Yeah, you would think with a name like Flare, but it is probably, I think, the strongest area of, like, the strongest nuke, or the strongest screen nuke in the game.
No, Luminaire's stronger.
Probably.
It's the strongest fire spell in the game, but Luminaire's the best spell. Luminaire's the best magic attack in the game. I think the only one that comes close to it is Dark Matter. And that's just barely.
It's like, let me heal you, sir, even though we didn't really do that much. They didn't have an attack yet.
It's like, yeah, like Luca? Yeah, I know. At least I'm useful now. See, I told you I'd use Luca eventually. Just took till the end of the game to use her.
Right?
Sorry, Luca. Sorry, fans of Luca. It's just, it takes... The thing I dislike about Luca is that it just takes too long for her to get useful. Anyway, here I'm showing, like, you can backtrack, but you can't backtrack that way. But there is a way you can go through that conveyor belt section over and over again, as many times as you want. Trying to remember where that is, though. Because this is basically going through the exact same factory that we did the first time when we first got Robo, except a lot easier.
Right.
For the most part. I think that's what I was trying to decide on. Is like, do I want to show it off? Like, oh yeah, there we go. I think I was trying to debate on if I was going to stop here or if I was going to show that off.
Well, considering the
I
length of this, yeah, you only got like 30 seconds left.
That's why I was thinking, like, it's like, I was like, yeah, fuck it. If you go over here, and you jump down the dust chute, brings you all the way back to the beginning of this place, which means you have to go through that conveyor belt again. You can do this as many times as you want, and this is how I'm going to grind up Magus to get his ultimate tech.
Oh, Jesus.
So...
I was like, well, you want to go through that again? Okay, that's fine.
So next time we come back, I'm gonna have everybody's maxed out. I'm gonna have everybody's techs maxed out.
Oh, Jesus.
You're not gonna see that because it's gonna take for frickin' ever to grind Magus up to getting dark matter again because he still has to learn like 3 techs before that.
Come on, Magus, we gotta teach you dark matter. I was trying to burp, but I could pull it off.
Say that, and then Magus would just kill Rick. Thankfully, there's multiverses in Rick and Morty.
Hey, maybe Magus is the Chrono Trigger's universe's Rick.
No.
Okay.
He's the Chrono Trigger universe's Vegeta. We've been over this.